Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. Today is going to be a good one. Not because I made money, but I have a special live trade to show you guys on how I use level 2 to get out of this trade and avoid a massive dump. So, you guys stick around, wait for that. It'll be the first trade I cover so you guys mostly see it since most of you guys are staying here early, but I will cover that. Here is my trade review. Forgot to pull it up. Up $753 on the day. Back to the good old range, $600, $700, $800. So definitely feels good. I'm still down a little bit from that huge loss on Tuesday, which is going to be what I'm going to be comparing on that live. Something that I couldn't control and then something that I was able to control and avoid. But $750 today. If this is your first time watching my recaps, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed. If you learned something off of these recaps, make sure you subscribe. I'm up to over 1,500 subscribers, so thank you to all of you guys. I really appreciate all the support on the channel. And if you guys want to watch me trade live, I trade live every single morning, completely free, right here on YouTube or on tradecaster.com or TikTok. But I don't suggest you go watch me on TikTok because for one, it's delayed, and two, you got that vertical screen, so you can barely see anything. So traded two stocks. I think I took 3 or 4 trades in total. I think 3, and they were all green trades. So definitely good accuracy today. $753. After that, I didn't really see anything moving. A couple of stocks popped up, but decided to just, take my profit and run. Yesterday, I was down quite big, came up to a break-even day, and Tuesday up $400. I think Monday was a loss. So, doing good so far. I went sideways for after that loss, but recouping it here for the end of the month. So let me go over the trades. So 2 trades is going to be view, which is the first one I'm going to look at, and I'm going to show you guys that level 2. It was pretty incredible how I was able to see it live. I noticed it, and then at that point I was like, you know what, I'm out. I was in small share size at this point, so I wouldn't have lost a lot, but I still, the way that I read that thing is to show you guys, use level 2 sometimes. Be aware of where you're on the daily charts, and know where reversal might be likely. So this stock popped up. This one was a gapper, so it kind of gapped up, had that high of 137. And I actually took, so here's the trades. I'm going to show you guys the trades, and I'm going to get rid of them because I kind of remember all of these, so they don't get in the way. So here's going to be the trades for this stock. So bought in twice. Bought in once, twice, and was able to make $500 on this stock. The first one is here. I took a small ad. I wish I would have put a break-even stop on this one and followed it all the way up, but I took a break-even. No, I took a trade here, looking for that high of day breakout, 137. Got the breakout there, or didn't get it, but got a winning trade, 136 there. And at this point, I think I saw AGFS rallying, so then I decided to switch my attention to there, which unfortunately I was like, you know what, I got to take a look at that one. I sold my position here. I went over to AGFS and traded it then. But then I unfortunately missed all this. I would have sold most of it through here anyway, so I don't think I would have rode this thing up. But then here is where I tell you guys to always look at the daily. So I'm going to move, actually I don't even have to move it this time. I'll move it because I'm going to have to do the live video to show you guys. So now I'm on the right side, so this is me now. But this is the daily chart, and on the daily chart I tell you guys follow the 200 moving average and always pay attention to it. 200 moving average is going to be where shorts are going to be at, but if you get a move through the 200 moving average, then you might expect the stock to really squeeze up. If you're under the 200 moving average, I always say you can at least have room to open up. That stock has room to still keep going up. Not all of them are going to do it all in one day where they instantly go up to 200 moving average, but a lot of times you do, and if that stock is strong like this one, you could get that move completely all the way up there in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. And so this stock opened up, had pretty good volume, and then started rallying up. At this point, somewhere through here, I was mentioning this stock has room up to the 200 moving average, and my next resistance on this thing was this tiny spike here at 162, and so I went ahead and marked that resistance there at 162. So let me go ahead and do this. This is a pre-market high. There's the daily of 162. Stock starts opening up, then gets this push here, through that 162 daily resistance, pulls back down to that 162, pulled down with low volume. That is where I decided to take my trade. Now on this one, it was kind of up here when I wanted to get a starter, so I kind of downsized my position and I took 1,000 shares. But when it popped down, I kind of I definitely had time, but at this point I thought I didn't, to switch my position size and jump in the 5, 10K shares. And so I had 1,000, and so at this point I went buy. buy. I clicked it 4 times. I didn't spam it, but I definitely clicked it 4 times. I think my cost basis was 164, and I was looking to hold that 162. So 2 pennies off that 162 pivot. That was perfect. But this candle here is where I should have, still pulled down, still holding higher low, still holding 162. This is where I should have came in 5, 10 share size and increased it. Unfortunately, I didn't, and it started popping up. I took some out too early, so I took out 1,000 shares too early, and then 1,000 shares too early at the break of that previous high of day. So this was the new high of day, and then this thing started opening up. And then once it started opening up here, I looked at my daily time frame and I saw the 200 moving average up here at 183. At that point, I was literally on stream. This thing is going to 183. This thing is hitting 183. And so I held the majority of my shares. Finally hits 183. Start unloading there, 183. Breaks that 183. And at this point, I was like, you know what? $2 is next. We broke in the 200 moving average. $2 is next. Let's go take a look and see if we can get to $2. Starts popping up again. I'm doing my due diligence of taking my profit out of the table, taking my shares off the table. And so I started selling here. And at this point, I really thought $2 was going to hit. At this point, we broke the 200 moving average. I don't expect this thing to go $2, $3, $4, But, the next whole number is right there. And that's the only whole number that we've been at today. We were never at $1. So $2, I thought we could hit it. And so my thing here was maybe we flag over the 200 moving average and then spike up to 2. And then maybe then this thing could fade, or this thing could just kind of, pull back down, actual pullback, consolidate for 5, 10, 30 minutes, an hour, go sideways. I didn't expect this. But on that pullback to 183, I had 100 shares left. Of a 4,000 share position, I had 100 shares left here. And this is where the level 2 is going to come into play. So we go up, we hit 194, and then we come up, hit 194 again, double tops, and then kind of holds there, and then I start looking at the wall, the ask. How many people are in the ask? This is the active trader thinkorswim ladder, but this is the exact same thing as down here. This is another level 2, so this is what most level 2s have. Thinkorswim has this active trader where it puts the level 2 into that kind of format. So let me put my face back over there. So I was looking at that one, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I was looking at, what I was reading when I was looking at the stock. So it comes up to 190. I believe the wall was 192, 193, and on the ask at first, I saw a small orders, and these are orders to sell. I don't know if these are orders to sell from buyers coming up and selling high, or I don't know if these are sellers that are trying to enter a short position and push the price down. But if I'm already long and I'm trying to get to the next level, get to $2, that means that all of these orders have to get filled for that stock to go through that wall and go to the next level. And when I see a wall like that, that's pretty big, and actually starts, instead of it going smaller, so if there's 50 orders, I would want that thing to go from 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0, next level, right? But when that wall was at 50, and then it went up to 100 orders, and then a 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, it went up to, I think what I saw on the live video, 700. So I'm going to go back and watch it, and I'm going to watch it here with you guys as well. But when it went up to 700 or something, I was like, this is getting stacked of sellers. I sold my position. I was like, this is not breaking. I sold my position there at 187. It started pulling back down. I think the wall was 192. I'm going to go back and watch it with you guys live. And then after that, this thing just absolutely dumped. But that wall, for one, avoided me to hold my last shares, and two, avoided me from coming in and buying the 183 dip or maybe 171 dip again, because the amount of sellers that I saw stacking at that wall, there was no way we were going to break those, and it stacked so fast I was out of there and didn't even want to catch a dip on this thing, which maybe people saw that too, and this is what happened, or maybe they didn't see that and they got caught into this flush and now they had to sell, and this is what that created. So let me look at this live trade with you guys here, and so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm going to explain it as we go through. So I'll play it through explaining it, and then I'll play it with the actual volume so you guys can see me doing it actual live, or I'll do it vice versa. So let me do it with the actual audio so you guys, I'll do it the other way around so you guys can see. Holding, look at this candle holding here still. Back up to new high, back up to new 192, $2. Did we hit $2? Oh, $190, huh? It's $half, whole dollars, 194. A little bit. 194 wall, 125, 130 there, 129, 145, stacking, getting bigger. 161, 241, now got bigger. See, no break, no break. You look at the walls here, and if they start chipping, you could explode. If it starts stacking and getting bigger, be careful. Right, so looking at right now, looking at 190, 193 is the next wall here. Not a lot there. 192 now is the wall. 200, 265, 275. See how it's getting bigger? 300, 310, 400. Look at that. They're stacking it now. 600. This is going to flush, right? Look, or if it breaks all those orders. Look at that. 760. See? Did you see that? I'm out. There it is. There it is. Just by looking at that wall right there. 183 could be a nice pullback, honestly. But, you know, seeing how many shorts piled in up there, iffy. It was like 100 orders, and then it went 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 750. And look at that. I saw that move happening way before it did. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Alright, so, you know, for me to notice that live, even watching it back, that's exactly what I saw, and that is pretty crazy. So, leave a thumbs up if you think that was awesome. Leave a comment down below if you think that was awesome. Now I'm going to explain it, you know. So, first thing, there's a double top at 194 that I saw earlier. Right there. I just paused it perfectly at 194. And since I saw the double top at 194, I instantly was already saying, look at that wall, look at that wall. And it actually stacked, but it stacked just a tiny bit. Now, you know, that stack doesn't scare me. So I'm actually going to mute the original audio so I can talk through it and you guys don't hear me double. But here, double top 194 there, right? So 194 currently sitting at 38 orders. Here, 112, 122 orders at 194. This is the same thing as this down here, as my level 2. It's just all in one place with the ladder. 126, small stack, I think goes up to 140. So 139, 136, still that same 194. Now 194 is kind of a double top, so I'm already cautious here, looking for this wall to see if it cracks or not. There, 160 increases a little bit. 240 increases a little bit more, and then kind of pulls back down. But that's not a big wall. I mean, 200 orders, I guess it is at a double top with being up this much. I guess it is, but that one wasn't the one that was like, oh, you know what, we're gonna flush. That could have just pulled back a little bit, and that's it. And then pulls down to 192, and here at 192 we start off with 260 orders. Buyers step up a little bit. You can see that tiny flash of green in tiny cell and timing cells. Watch it right here. Did you see that? I mean, it's you're gonna have to either slow down the YouTube video or something. But for a split second, timing cells goes green, and this goes from 260 to 119. So you know, less than half of the orders got filled at 192. Then again, right there, perfect. More orders come in on the time and sales. That 116 at 192 now goes from 192 to 50. So now there's barely any orders at 192. I think this pops up to 193 and then quickly goes down to 192. There, breaks all the orders at 192. You can see all these orders right here filled at 192. So that 240 orders that were at 192 fully filled. That means that every single one of those orders was bought up. And then 193 is the wall, and then boom, right back down to 192. Now here is where it gets too crazy for me to be in this trade, right? We have that double top of 194. I knew that. We pop down to 292. We take out a lot of buyers, and then right back to 92, and then just watch the ask from now on. Goes from started off at 4 orders, goes up to 30 orders, 50 orders, 167. 200, and at this point I'm just, my eyes are at 192. You know, yeah, there's a lot of buyers there, but I'm watching the ask. 200, 235, 268, 275, 311, 310, 400. That just added 100 orders. 417, 600. It goes from 400 to 650, then 673, then 730, 740, 760. It goes up, you know, at this point it just goes 200, 300, 400, 600, 700, 750. If that's a big wall, that's not going to break. At this point, I'm just watching this. I have 100 shares, so I think I end up going from $25 down to like $22 open. So I'm not losing much, and this was a perfect scenario to explain it. And then at this point, I fully get out of that trade. I'm not interested anymore. Now, the only thing here is the 200 moving average is at 183, right? So 183 was that 200 moving average on the daily I showed you guys earlier. My next trade, and if I wouldn't have seen that, would be to buy the dip of 183, right? And it actually does it. So right here, pulls down out of those walls, you know, and then starts having somewhat a healthy pullback right there. 183 goes, yeah, 183 exactly. 47 orders there at 183, and then you're gonna see a surge of buyers here. Boom, there it is. Bounces 183. That's the next level to watch for. If I hadn't seen that huge ask stacked, this is where I would have been adding at 183, looking for kind of this to happen. Bottoming wick, next candle's rip. Bottoming wick, next candle's rip up to $2. And then at this point, you know, I knew that there was a big wall up top. I left it alone, and surely enough, this thing just faded. At this point, if I would have taken the 183 dip, I probably would have stopped out here, or maybe repositioned myself down here. But this, to me, is already getting a little heavy. Candle, I can't see the time of the candle, but volume is increasing pretty heavily here. Look at the volume coming up. Look at volume, and just absolutely getting flushed. And this thing goes down pretty far, I think, into a halt. Like, absolutely just gets flushed on. This thing grinded for an hour and gave it back in 2 minutes. So that was pretty incredible. I wish I could have played a little bit more aggressively through here, or even this first one held kind of choppy through here, so I wasn't that interested. If I was a short, I definitely would have tried it up here. Maybe I would have gotten starters in, because I think I would have probably rather shorted at $2. But you know, that was a nice fade. So if you guys really like that, make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video and leave some comments down below. Also, make sure to come check me out trading live. See all these people trading live with me right here every single day. Come check us out. And that was it. That was a trade on that one. My first trade was there. I think I made maybe $100, maybe $50 off this first trade, and then the majority of it was this one. I was able to get out before that flush. And then the other trade today was AGFS, and AGFS was, you know, just the typical 2022 day trading stocks, penny stocks scenario, right? You get a nice little push, you get a nice little flag, you get no continuation. So on this one, we got the nice little pop. I think I tried a little breakout trade for pre-market high. I got the breakout trade, and then, you know, trying to accumulate some here, defending that pre-market trade there, pre-market high, sorry, buying there. I bought the dip down here, tried opening up on me. That was a nice trade there. Bought the dip again here. I kind of let it go too early, but I did buy that dip down there. And then again here, thinking we would go for highs, buy the dip there, tries to break out, fails on me, stop out, a little bit of a 2-cent loss there. So this one, really not much to explain. Somehow I made $241 on it, but after that, the like strong rejection off the highs. So you can see a quadruple top here, and then broke out by 1 penny. The shorts all over it, so I decided to let that one go. And then honestly, I wouldn't have looked at this one if we didn't break that 273 high at all. If we reclaimed that 273 level, and then I would have been looking for $2.9 and $3 on this one as well. But that's it, going to be for this recap. Kind of quick little recap, but hopefully very informative for you guys. Show you level 2 a little bit of my live trade. Show that I mean, you could see that I saw that live without having to look back at the video. So that right there shows a little bit of experience that I know about trading the markets, level 2 and all that stuff. So if you like that, if you want to trade live with us, you know where to find me. If you like this recap, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. And I will see you guys tomorrow trading live for the end of the week. 2 more days left in this month, the end of the week, and then if not, on tomorrow's recap. So y'all have a good one, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.